I don't understand. I don't understand what is going through your head, Harry. I don't understand what the script is. I am so confused, but...
Prince Harry begs Prince William after devastating title loss threat at Buckingham Palace. But here's what nobody's telling you.
Harry has always been known as a bit of a dummy. A bit? Just a bit? All right. Well, just a bit. Not just a bit.
Yeehaw!
This wasn't a scheduled visit. This wasn't about reconciliation. Harry boarded that private jet in pure panic mode. Alone, no Meghan, no PR team, racing to London for one reason: to save his titles before William strips them away completely.
Developing today, I can reveal Prince William has in the past fortnight seized control of the British monarchy from a weak and dying King Charles, and that spells very bad news for Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Archie and Lily.
Watch this carefully. Legal documents are already being prepared. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles on the chopping block. And once those vanish, so does everything. The brand deals, the royal connection, even Archie and Lilibet's prince and princess titles. But the real twist? The person Harry's rushing to plead with isn't his father. It's William. And William's done playing the forgiving big brother.
An important precedent has been set. A monarch can now remove a duke title and even a princely title. So trust me, Harry and Meghan right now should be very afraid, because it is a matter of when, not if.
This is the story of how William triggered a royal purge, why the Andrew precedent was the final catalyst, and what Meghan's already doing to protect her brand before it all crumbles. And if you thought Prince Harry and Meghan were just living their best life in Montecito, the truth is they're on the verge of losing everything that made them valuable. But here's what nobody told you. While King Charles has been dealing with his illness, Prince William has taken control behind palace walls. And he's not playing the forgiving big brother anymore. He's running a cleanup operation. And Harry and Meghan, they're on the list. Smash that like button, because what I'm about to expose is the coldest power play the royal family has pulled in decades. This gets messy, this gets brutal. And once you see William's strategy, you'll understand why Harry bolted for that jet. Let's get into it. So here's where this all starts. Word inside Buckingham Palace is that legal documents are quietly being prepared to strip both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of their titles. Not rumors, not tabloid gossip. Actual legal documents, according to sources close to the royal family. And for Harry, this isn't just about losing a fancy label. This is his entire identity. Without those titles, Archie and Lilibet don't carry prince or princess. Without those titles, Harry is just Henry Charles Albert David, another celebrity with a podcast and a past. When those whispers reached Montecito, chaos erupted. Staff scrambling, phones buzzing, plans being rewritten in real time. And Harry, he demanded one thing: the first flight to London. No spin, no interviews, no public statement. Just him, a private jet, and a desperate mission to salvage what little royal connection he has left. Because Harry understands what this really means. Without those titles, the Netflix deals dry up, the book advances disappear, the speaking fees plummet. Everything he and Meghan built was branded around being the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Strip that away, they're just another celebrity couple in California. And it gets so much worse, because the person Harry is rushing to plead with, it's not his father, it's William.
I'm going to say it. Harry is right. Harry is dead right. Harry is spot on. Harry just hit bullseye with that statement.
Behind palace walls, something has shifted. King Charles still wears the crown, but his illness has left him quieter, more sentimental. William, on the other hand, he's slid into the driver's seat. Insiders are calling this the pre-succession period. Royal code for William's already running the show. And unlike his father, William doesn't think in terms of reconciliation or family hugs. He thinks in terms of brand survival. To him, the monarchy isn't just family, it's a business. A business that's been bleeding reputation ever since the Sussex drama exploded onto screens, interviews, and Netflix specials. One palace courtier told sources, William doesn't want an explanation, he wants an example. Translation: if Harry wants mercy, he'll have to prove he deserves it. That means shutting down future memoirs, cutting the public digs, and staying silent about palace drama. Basically, return to being the quiet royal he once swore he'd never be.
It was an intentional set up to make Harry look like a fool, I guess, or I don't know. It wouldn't be the idea because it seems it is obvious that this is a PR stunt.
And here's what gave William the blueprint to act. If you want to know what gave William the roadmap for his strategy, look no further than what King Charles already did to Prince Andrew. King Charles didn't hesitate. He stripped Andrew of his military titles and royal patronages. He banned him from using His Royal Highness in any official capacity, and he made it crystal clear Andrew would never represent the royal family again. The Epstein scandal made Andrew radioactive. The disastrous BBC interview sealed his fate, and Charles acted decisively to protect the monarchy's reputation. But here's what most people missed. Charles set a precedent. For the first time in modern royal history, a sitting monarch demonstrated that titles and privileges could be revoked when family members became liabilities to the institution. No more endless tolerance. No more sweeping scandals under the rug. No more protecting embarrassing relatives just because they were born into the family. For William, watching his father handle Andrew wasn't just about one disgraced uncle, it was a masterclass in institutional protection. William realized if Charles could act against his own brother to save the monarchy's reputation, then he could certainly act against a younger brother who continues to publicly attack the institution. Andrew proved it could be done. William just needs to follow the blueprint, and that's exactly what he's preparing to do. Here's where William's strategy gets cold. When William acts, he doesn't shout. He lawyers up. Sources say he's quietly assembled a team of constitutional experts to map out exactly how the Sussex titles can be revoked. Remember that public petition to strip Harry and Meghan of their honors? Parliament dismissed it, saying only the monarch had that power. Well, William wants to make sure the next monarch, him, absolutely can. The strategy is ruthless but calculated. The Andrew precedent already exists. Charles showed it's possible. Now William's team is working through the constitutional technicalities to apply the same process to the Sussexes. And here's the genius part. William isn't making this personal. He's framing it as institutional policy, a standard that applies to anyone, whether you're Andrew or Harry, who damages the monarchy's reputation. It's not about Harry, it's about protecting the institution. And Parliament, they're on board. Lawmakers want a monarchy that looks modern, disciplined, and consistent with the standards it preaches. So while Harry races across the Atlantic, William is building a legal machine designed to erase him from the royal brand entirely. The documents are being drafted. The constitutional experts are working through the technicalities. And Harry, he's about to walk into a trap he didn't see coming. But Meghan's not sitting quietly. Meanwhile, back in California, Meghan is doing what Meghan does best, turning scandal into strategy. Insiders claim she's gearing up to launch her own cosmetics line, even as the palace fumes. And here's the cheeky part. She's changed her last name to Duchess of Sussex, not as a title, but as a surname, meaning even if Buckingham Palace strips her titles, she could still sign business contracts as Meghan Duchess of Sussex. Bold? Absolutely. Risky? Even more so, because William isn't laughing. Reports say he's already moved to block trademarks that link Duchess of Sussex to commercial use. He's not going to let Meghan turn a royal title into a beauty brand logo. And remember that Princess Diana watched Meghan flaunted in interviews? Gone. William shut it down. No more royal heirlooms used as branding props. Sources say William's team is going through every contract, every trademark filing, every business venture Meghan has launched or is planning. They're building a case that she's exploiting royal connections for commercial gain. So while Meghan fumes behind Montecito's glass walls, William is systematically turning her empire of perception into a legal liability. She thought she was playing chess. William's playing a completely different game. And Harry, he's spiraling. Sources say the moment Harry learned about William's legal strategy, he demanded a face-to-face meeting. No more emails, no more calls. He wants to beg his brother directly. His plan? Apologize, show humility, maybe even plead for one last chance. But palace insiders say William's not buying it. So what does that mean for Harry? If he wants mercy, he'll have to prove it. Shut down the memoir sequel, cut the digs, stay silent about palace drama, become the quiet royal he once swore he'd never be again. But here's the impossible part. Harry built his entire post-royal brand on speaking out. His book, his Netflix series, his interviews, all of it depended on him breaking royal silence. Now William is demanding he go back to silence or lose everything. Either way, he loses. The private jet crosses the Atlantic. Harry stares out the window, rehearsing what he'll say. how he'll plead, what promises he'll make. But deep down, he knows the truth. And caught in the middle of all this? King Charles. And then there's Charles. The king caught in the middle, sipping tea while his crown weighs heavier by the day. He still loves his son. His heart aches for Harry, the boy who lost his mother and his way. But as king, his duty is to protect the institution. Insiders say government officials have already warned him, stabilize the monarchy's image, or Parliament will start pulling constitutional strings. Charles already proved he could make the hard choice. He stripped his own brother Andrew of titles and privileges when the Epstein scandal threatened the monarchy. That decision haunted him, but he did it anyway. Now he's facing the same decision with his son. Charles wants peace. William wants order. Harry wants family. But in the cold halls of Buckingham Palace, legacy always trumps love. Charles has tried to be the mediator, the peacemaker, the father who bridges the gap between his warring sons, but every attempt has failed. Every olive branch has been rejected or exploited for content, and now he's faced with an impossible decision. Side with Harry and watch the monarchy continue to bleed credibility, or side with William and lose his son forever. So he stays quiet, lets William take the lead, and prays that somehow this all works out. But if William pulls the trigger, the fallout would be brutal. So what happens if William executes this plan? The fallout would be devastating. Harry stripped of the Duke title. Meghan no longer a Duchess. Archie and Lilibet lose Prince and Princess. Overnight, their brand value plummets. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. Book deals, Netflix contracts, endorsement opportunities. They weren't buying Harry and Meghan the people. They were buying the Duke and Duchess, the royal connection, the titles. Without that branding, they're just another celebrity couple fighting for relevance in Hollywood. For Meghan, it's a branding disaster. Everything she's built, the lifestyle brand, the cosmetics line, the media empire, was positioned around being the Duchess of Sussex. Strip that title, and suddenly her entire positioning collapses. She's no longer the royal outsider breaking barriers. She's just another actress turned entrepreneur in a city full of them. For Harry, it's an identity crisis. He's built a life outside the palace, but he's never escaped being defined by it. Every interview, every speech, every appearance, it's all framed around him being Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Take away the royal part, who is he? One brother sits behind palace walls, reshaping the monarchy into something sharper, colder, and more ruthless. The other wakes up in California, staring at headlines, realizing the dynasty has moved on without him. The royal website updates with a quiet click. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex section quietly removed. Meghan refreshes the page in disbelief, watching her brand crumble in real time. Harry lands in London, walks into Buckingham Palace, and faces his brother's icy stare one last time. Let's connect the dots. The Andrew precedent. King Charles stripped Prince Andrew of his titles and privileges, proving that the monarchy will act decisively against family members who damage its reputation, setting the blueprint William now plans to follow. The legal strategy: William assembles constitutional experts to map out exactly how the Sussex titles can be revoked, using his father's handling of Andrew as the precedent and framework. The emergency flight. Harry boards a private jet to London in panic mode, trying to plead directly with William before it's too late. No Meghan, no kids, no PR team, just desperation. Meghan's countermove. She changes her surname to Duchess of Sussex and gears up to launch a cosmetics line, betting she can keep the brand even without the title. William's response: he blocks trademarks, shuts down use of royal heirlooms, and builds a legal machine designed to erase the Sussexes from the royal brand entirely. Charles's silence. The king, who already made the painful choice to strip his own brother, now faces the same decision with his son. Torn between love and duty, he ultimately lets William take control. See the pattern? They said this was about family reconciliation. But what really happened was a cold, calculated power play. Charles set the precedent with Andrew. William watched and learned. And now he's applying that same ruthless playbook to Harry and Meghan. William looked at how his father handled the Andrew disaster and realized the monarchy can't keep tolerating family members who exploit and embarrass the institution. So he's making an example. And Harry and Meghan are it. This is the devastating reality about what happens when you challenge the monarchy from the outside. You don't just lose your place at the table, you get erased from the table entirely. Because William isn't waiting for the throne, he's already wearing it. So GossipSlice fam, there you have it. Prince Harry's emergency flight to London might already be too late to stop William's royal purge. Real talk. Is William right to protect the monarchy's brand, or is this just cold-blooded family betrayal? Drop a grimacing face emoji if you think Harry and Meghan brought this on themselves. Drop a crown emoji if you think William's going too far. Like this video, smash subscribe, and hit that bell because this royal drama is far from over. Once those titles are stripped, the real war begins. This is GossipSlice, where we serve the truth one slice at a time. Peace.